Good afternoon, traders. It is Thursday, May 9th, 2013, and the U.S. stock market is closed. But kind of a crazy, wild day today. Not a bad day for us. Dow Jones Industrial Average started negative, then it went positive, looked pretty good, was pretty positive for most of the day, and then it had kind of a sell-off at the end of the day and ended up closing down 22 points. We came in with a fair amount of positions, and those positions were doing very well even when the Dow was negative. But we had some pretty wild swings and some stuff. We ended up closing out $7,000 in closed trades, and we're carrying about $2,500 positive in open trade equity. Now, that's not too bad, but the only thing is, at one point that $2,500 was over $10,000, and we lost, or temporarily gave up about $7,000 in open trade equity because of that sell-off in the Dow at the end of the day. And we had some markets that are pretty wild. We get on into this one market, Tesla Motors, TESLA, I think. Anyway, Tesla, we got into it right at the top of a spike, and then it went against us about $2,000. Then later in the day we were up over $4,000 positive on Tesla, and then it ended up closing down, and we ended up holding about $300 in open trade. But anyway, Tesla may go tomorrow too, we don't know, it's still open trade. Anyway, it was an interesting day. Let's take a look at the charts. Okay, we're looking at the Dow Jones Industrial Average here, and I think if you remember what I said yesterday, I'm looking at this straight line that starts from right after the open on Monday, and it just basically goes up at the same angle up until about 3/4 of the day today. And I think I told you, I don't like straight lines. Straight lines have a way of the market breaks out of them. It breaks out pretty strong, and unfortunately it did break out of that straight line today, and it broke down to the downside, and it hurt us a little in the markets we were carrying. We actually got out of most of the stuff up here that but we were still carrying some stuff, and here we got hurt a little there. Anyway, I'll show you a couple interesting markets. Let's take a look at that Tesla Motors. That was pretty wild. We trade a system, and sometimes it's hard to trade a system, and we ended up buying this morning this big spike up in Tesla right there. I mean, that looks like a horrible place to buy, and initially it confirms our fears. It comes down here. We're down about $2,000 with Tesla, and then it starts climbing, and we get up to here, right up there. We're up over $4,000, and I'm thinking, whoopee, but it only took 30 minutes to bring it down here, and virtually all that $4,000, at least in open trade, is out the window. We're carrying about $300 positive in Tesla, but we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, so I'm not going to worry about that one. I want to show you another one. This wasn't a big trade either way for us today, but it's still kind of interesting. This is in WPRT, and we got into this yesterday on this big spike up, and it went against us, and then it came up. We actually closed with a small profit this morning and opened basically unchanged, but then sold off. Didn't look, we almost got stopped out down here. Then it starts building again, and we get out of this thing right here at this top, and then it sells off. And the only thing that is neat about this is that we're getting out of this thing at absolutely the best price we could. We still only made about $300 on it, but we got out of that just perfectly. Always like to see that. Anyway, not a bad day for us. This is Trader Bob. I'm signing off. I'll see you tomorrow on Friday.